just got out of Captain Marvel. I think this is the 22nd entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, starring Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, Clark Gregg. I'll get into the pros first. I feel like the CG for both Samuel L. Jackson and Clark Gregg, phenomenal. I feel like the dynamic between Samuel L. Jackson and Brie Larson as characters, really great. Talos, who played the main Skrull in the movie, is great. Jude Law, while he's not the strongest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe villains, I feel like, he was all right as an addition. And of course, Goose. But unfortunately, I feel like this is the weakest entry in not only Phase 3, but in the past couple phases. I put this on the same level, unfortunately, as like Thor Dark World, but I enjoyed Thor Dark World more than Captain Marvel. The flow of the story just doesn't really get you intrigued. They have the messages of her getting up, but you don't really feel that satisfaction when it actually happens or when she goes back to her flashbacks. It's a risky move to have a character where you don't really know her past. I don't even mind the whole, changing up the origin with Mar-Vell. And as a side note, the explanation for how Nick Fury gets his eye, the worst. I would even put it as being more infuriating than finding out that the Mandarin is not really the Mandarin. Okay. So, with that being said, weakest entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm going to give this a 1.5 out of 4 stars.
So I pretty much oppose pretty much everything Jared said. I think it was actually a pretty good entry to the MCU. It has its flaws at times. Some things feel a little bit forced, but I do feel like the message gets across, and I actually do feel the opposite, where when she does get up and she finally goes and does her thing, I think it's earned. The cast, I think, was well done. Everything sets up for the future of the MCU, where you can see where a sequel will go. You can see how this leads into other movies, how the interactions are going to be. Nothing really negative about it. The credit scene was worth it. The very end tag was worth it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Got me out here in the freezing cold about to do a Marvel review. Damn, shit. All right. I would have to say that this movie it is what it is. It's not bad. It's not good. It's in between. It's like you took Thor and Thor Dark World, you just made it the Super Thor. But it's not as bad. I still think Iron Man 2 is the worst movie of all time. But hands down, I can see where this is supposed to be the strong female character. I feel as though they should have just went with Black Widow before they went with Captain Marvel. But I don't really know what else to say. I feel like, part of me wants to be let down, but I don't feel let down. I feel like I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But I wasn't mad, I'm not happy, and I'm starting to ramble here, but I'd have to give it a 2. 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4.
I feel it's a 7. A great supporting cast. There is nitpicks. I think everybody is a little jaded at this point, just because we're at the very end of the 10-year span of the Avengers. A lot of people are pissed, whatever. But I mean, it's like, it wasn't a terrible movie. Was it amazing beyond amazing? No. But I don't think it needs to be put on the tail end of it. The story itself, yes, it might be a little mixed around, but CGI was good. Character development, I thought, was pretty good. The Mar-Vell kind of like, stinger there was nice. It was jokey. It was serious. It was an origin movie. That's the other thing too. He's like, we got to put that it's an origin movie. As her being now the strongest character within the Marvel Universe, everybody has their fucking opinions. Scarlet Witch could be it, Black Widow could be it, but it's, in all honesty, I think it was a push in the right direction. I don't think it was as bad as everybody's saying. It'll probably end up being the weakest because of people's standards, but I still think it was a good addition to what we have, so I'm going to give it